Hi, everybody. Sorry, it's been a while since I've gotten on with Susie. Just a lot going on in real life. You know how it goes. Um, Gets in the way of the fun we like to have on the game. Anyway, we're here. We're back with Susie. She is now in Oregon. She's a whole level 9, and she's in Oregon off the training island. Which doesn't mean you can't go back there. If there's there, you can always go back to the beginning islands because there's sky shards to get on all three of them. There's quests, there's drops and leads for antiquities, all that fun stuff. Um, but we will go over that later. But Susie here is my only tune on this account. Take a good look at her. Her armor is looking pretty rough. We're going to do something about that today. So we're going to get on the game. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. It seems like logging in has taken a while these days. Um, I would hope that if anybody has any questions, that you would post them either on my YouTube channel, which is Madam's. That's Madam's apostrophe S, Madam with apostrophe S space mix MIX. It should be showing up on my Twitch page, but if not, I gotta check that out. We'll see. And then also, I put it up in our Discord, our guild Discord page. The videos we do here, and I always keep the ones in on Twitch as long as possible before they disappear. But they will stay on YouTube in case you ever want to go back or refer to anything. Anyway, we are now here in Oregon. I have also moved the you can see where I've moved the follower and subscriber notifications to the lower left part of the screen, because when I had it in the lower right, there's stuff that comes up there that you need to be able to see. So hopefully this will work, because I'd go and point something out and you can't see it. And that's the reason I don't have anything up at the top of my page, because I found that about that early on, where it was covered up with some sort of a banner or something on the overlay. And I said, well, that's not going to work if I'm talking about the bar at the top for directions and everything. Anyway, here we are. Let me show you where we're at. This is, we'll go all the way out for those of you that don't know, but I'm sure most do. This is Tamriel. This is Cold Harbor. This is Arteum, which is a little island off Somerset that you'll learn about. And then this is Clockwork City. So this is the map that you navigate from to get anywhere in Tamriel. Now we are in Oregon. This little blue arrow right down here that I'm circling around is where we are now. If you click on that island, as you can see, and as you can see from the map completion on the left side of my screen, I don't have much here. Most maps, when you have become, after you have played a while, are practically completely covered with where all the way shrines are, where everything is, and we're not there yet. Kenneth's Roost, let me show you that one. Maybe that shows it a little bit better. Where we came from, well, there's a few things on here. We've got way shrines and plantations, things that we have done, quests that we did. The other thing I wanted to point out to you about a map is what the key is. Here's the key as to what things are. What we're concerned with right now is this is us. If you're in a group, these are your other group members, will show as a chevron on the map and over their head with a blue bar. And then the group leader will always have a crown. And the crown will appear in the compass at the top of the screen, so that if you get separated from a group, you can always find out where they're at by following the crown. Just ride across country until you find him or her. And then way shrines, dock, caravan, housing. Like here is a house that is available for purchase in Kenneth's Roost. Guild traders. There are no guild traders on Kenneth's Roost, but in Oregon, there are some. Let's see if the town map shows them. Yes, here is the town of Volkelgard, where we are right here. And here are some guild traders. And that is where you can purchase from other guilds, and we'll show you that as well. But we've got marketplace. That's this one where you can find general merchant and other things will be listed. Like here's a cooking fire. Alchemy station is down here. The enchanting station is, nope, that's Outlaw Refuge. Where is it? Oh, I think it's inside with the alchemy. Well, we're going to go in there today. The inn. There's the inn where they always have a cooking fire and a chef and a brewer who you can sometimes find recipes that you're looking for. Because that's tough when you first start crafting, and we'll go over this when I get to crafting. Finding some of the recipes that you absolutely have to have when you're doing writs or leveling your crafting. Clothier, woodworking, blacksmithing, guild. Oh, that's the guild trader. That's the guild trader. This is the merchants marketplace. And then furniture, which is a place that you can buy furniture from. So those are here and here and here are where all the crafting stations are, and the cooking fires over here at the inn. We're also going to go into the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, and show you the outfit station here in the where the alchemist is. Anyway, okay. What I was saying when I first started is, see how bad she looks? Well, her armor is just stuff that we've picked up from fighting in Kenneth's Roost. And you can see specifically what it is over here. And some of this, I mean, this is really for selling, not for wearing, although it does give you some armor. It's just that as you go along in the beginning, you need to find out what will work best as you go along. And as you hover over another piece of armor or weapon, it will tell you if it's going to increase or decrease if you put it on your stats. Now, like, look at the magicka. If I take my cursor off of there, my current magicka with what I'm wearing is 19,083. If I go to this helmet of magicka, you can see it goes up to 19,810. So that is one way to tell whether or not in the beginning you want to be wearing some of the armor that you just pick up by doing random things. Now, here's an example of the rawhide bracers that she had earlier. It will take it down. Let's pick one of these. Let's hold on here. Let's pick one. The health recovery. This will go down if we put it on. Even though it says it's for a level 9, the armor has not been enchanted or improved in any way. It's just white bottom grade armor. Whereas when you have something that is green, blue, purple, or gold, it has been improved and it's been enchanted, and there's a lot more going on here. So this happens to have a training enchantment on it. This hat that increases the experience you gain. So when you're starting out, sometimes the training armor is pretty good. I wasn't there. I never knew the difference when I first started, so that's why I'm telling you. Let's see. Let's start with how bad she looks. Of course, she's a girl. She wants to look good, right? So we're going to go in over to this particular building, and the symbol, it's the crystal vial, and in here there is the alchemy station, an enchanting station, a jewelry station, and an outfit station. Now we're going to be concerned right now with the outfit station. And they also have a cooking fire, enchanting, and I believe this is the jewelry. Now that's 3 of them down here. Let's go upstairs and see what we have upstairs. And this is the busy place, the outfit station. This is the alchemy station. This is nothing, but this is the outfit station. Very popular, as you can tell. And what you can do here is just change the color of the armor you have on, or create an outfit from motifs of armor that you have picked up, mix and match them together, and then color them. And those, you when you create an outfit, it will cost you gold or outfit tokens that you can get at the crown store. So let's open it up and take a look at it. Talks about the outfit station the first time you come through and what everything does. Um, there are colors. Now you see there's locks on colors. You can obtain other colors by doing certain achievements. Like, it's kind of cool. If you see a color that you would like to have, I don't know, let's pick this one, right, or the first one. Faded Dwemer Scholar Red. If you right click on it, it tells you what achievement gives that to you. See, it took you over to the quest journal and into the achievement section. And if you do this quest right here, you will get this achievement. Looks like there's two things you have to complete to do it. And then you are granted that color. So let's go take a look. And the other way is you can look at this to see what colors you actually have. Up here, it says show locked. Unclick it and it brings up just the colors that this particular character can deal with. Oh my gosh, she's got her helmet on now too, and it looks pretty crappy, doesn't it? Okay, we are going to see if we can make her look a little better. One way is down here at the bottom. There is randomize the dies, and it automatically does it for you. Sometimes there are pretty wild combinations, and it's like, I don't know. So it puts the color in over here so you can get to know what the color actually is because it's coming from this palette over here. And that's not looking good at all, is it? That's really bad. Now, some people don't, this is my opinion. Some people may like the way some of this looks, to each his own. Well, I think her main problem is that this armor's pretty bad. That's not too bad. Probably be better with no color. I think in the beginning, this was the color. Is that it? No. My first color was this battle blur green. Yeah, I think that's it because it was pretty bad. Okay, if you wanted to keep this look, this lovely look, you could click here on apply changes, continue with coming up with something different. What color is that? Yeah, that's that green. That's the green you see everybody wearing that's new in the game. And then you can undo the changes and get out of it. So what we're going to do though is see if we can pick a dark color to kind of take care of some of these. And you have, in most of your gear, you have 3 slots. The body armor, the chest or cuirass or jack, whatever it's called, is usually the most prominent. And if you put colors in, I better use a regular color that you will see the difference. Let's put purple in. See, that first slot takes care of most of the body. The second slot adds some of the trim to that in purple. This came up. And the last slot does the darker color here. I don't know why it changes to a darker color, but that does happen. But we're going to erase all 3 of those. You've got the erase clear color over here. Get rid of them, and let's try that again. See what diamond red is. Oh, not bad. That's kind of cool. I'm going to use that as a trim all the way down. Let's see what happens. The belt. See, it did just a little bit of the belt. Left the gold there. The boots. Little bit of trim has gone red. The hat I usually take off, but let's color it anyway. Let's see what happens when you. That's a little bit of the trim. The arm cops, it did trim in the middle. A little bit of red here. A little bit of red on the pants. Not much, just down here. And let's find another color that might work with that. Obsidian black, maybe. See how this works. Throw that in there and there. Well, that's kind of cool. Nothing there to do. Let's put it like that, like that. And see, it's on no outfit. I'll explain that to you in a minute. Oh, much better. Oh my goodness. And to color you color whatever armor you on, there's no cost. You just apply the changes like that. Accept. And when you get out of here, your color has your armor. And that doesn't that look much better? It's all been colored. It didn't cost us anything. Now, outfit stations. And this one standing right here, she's an example of what some people do. They will use some of the tops just as a skirt and come up with some pretty creative stuff. Now, I'll show you how they do that. You have number one outfit. You're going to, oh, wait a minute. I think we have to start over here first. Let's start over on the right. That was the dyes. When you're doing no outfit or coloring an outfit, you're doing with this here on the dyes. Now, armor styles. I don't even know if she has anything. We'll take a look. Nope, she doesn't even have that yet. What about costumes? Does she not? Let's put a costume on her. We're going into collections, down to appearance and costumes. And I think she may have one costume that looks okay. And it covers your armor. Your armor will stay there on. Like you can see, your armor is still here. It's just covered up with a costume. And you can make yourself look better with a costume as well. But let's try coloring it. We want to go to costume. Why isn't it allowed? Oh, it's locked. Applying dye to your costume and hat is currently not available. The feature can be unlocked. Oh, that's an ESO Plus thing. I didn't know that. Okay, there's another thing for getting ESO Plus. So we're going to stay with her this way. She still looks kind of funky. Well, not in her costume. Let's leave her in her costume for now. And we're going to go outside. So she looks a little better. She's still not a fighting machine by any means, but we'll get there. And you have to have the ESO Plus to color any of your costumes. And your costumes are listed, of course. I showed you under collections. She has got 4, and that was because my sister was playing this account before I decided to use it. There is a costume, which is the Imperial Guard Centurion uniform. Probably got that. It was either a purchase, a promotion, or event. Chances are it was an event of some sort that she did. Lion Guard Knight. That's also a costume. Same thing, either purchased achievement. I'm pretty sure it was probably an event that she collected that in. And Mages Guild robes. See, there's that green again. Same thing. I believe that was through an event. Let's go back to our stevedores jerkin because I think she looks the best in that. So there's a lot that you can do to change her appearance. The hat, if your helmet is uglier than sin, let's take the costume off again. I'll show you. Yeah, I know you know what it looks like, but we'll do this with it off. Okay, here she is in her armor. Her hat is on. Go into hats, click on hide your helm. And there you go. It's still on you. It's still protecting you, but you don't have it on. Some are okay, some are pretty ugly. So that's why I did that. Okay. We also have a couple of other masks that was from a Halloween event, and that was from the New Life Festival, I believe. Anyway, there's lots and lots of things that you can get from events and quests besides you can, or even purchasing them through the Crown Store. So there's all kinds of stuff in here to change what you look like. Oh, personalities. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Let's set this active. And she's got a personality now. See how she's standing back, and when she's idle, it will change. And that shows up over here somewhere. Where's personality? Well, maybe it's not. I don't use them very often, or if I do put one on, I leave it on. But we'll leave that one on her and leave her helmet hidden. And the next thing we're going to do, these are things that really help when you're in the beginning, because you have skill lines. And when you first start, you have your three basic skill lines for a Breton, and then her weapons skill line. And I've gone over this before, where you want to unlock all passives, and certain things. If you know what you want to do, there is a skill advisor over here that will help you determine what you want to do. Like if you want to be a sorcerer initiate, where your primary stat is magic, click on that, and it will bring up what skills will help you the most. That's what the skill advisor is. Weapons, armor. We've got medium and heavy armor on. Probably that's all I have on right now. There's also light armor, but she hasn't acquired any, I don't believe, and that's why the skill line is not there. She's upper left hand corner of the description for the chest item she's wearing. It shows that it's heavy and what style it is, high elf. And that's medium, heavy, heavy, medium, medium, and heavy. So, in other words, she has all medium and heavy. And when it comes to armor, those are the only two. If she had at one point been using a light armor, that skill line would come up as well. And world ledger main, this helps you to, if you increase this, helps you to open chests easier. Um, and also hide better if you're getting into thieving or assassin, the assassin skill line as well. So that those are items that go there. And soul magic has to do with your ability to make empty soul gems into filled soul gems, which we'll find out very early how important they are, because if you die, your choices are to raise yourself with a soul gem or go to the nearest way shrine. Well, if you're in the middle of something, if you're in a dungeon, if you're in a delve or something, you don't want to be going to the beginning of the dungeon to start over again, or across to wherever the last way shrine was that is nearby. You want to raise right where you're at. So soul gems are very important, but they're very difficult in the beginning to get a hold of. She's a Breton. These are her skills, her basic skills, and you want to open all the passives with skill points there. And then crafting. If she wants to get into crafting, which we'll go through down the line. There's also something else we want to talk about is how to make gold in the game, and we'll do that as well after I've taken you through a few other things. Um, there are things to do here in Oregon. Every territory or area within the game has story quests. They have the list of all the way shrines that are here. Like on Oregon, there are 10 way shrines, and I only have one of them at this point. You have to run around to find them. Delves, which is your beginning dungeon situation. And in order to complete it, you have to kill the main boss in the delve. And there's always a sky shard in each delve. Once you find that sky shard, though, with this particular character, you won't be able to find it again. So you're limited on the number of sky shards you can get. These are points of interest throughout Oregon. They are quests, basically, to free different areas. I can't show you the towns because I don't have them on my map yet. And then we call this the Eye because of what it looks like, but these are striking locales, just places of interest within the world. They're just a little different. These are little longer quests. These are usually either something you just discover or there's something to kill there or something simple, not like these. They're quests. And the story quest, that's a whole line of quests about the lore here in Oregon and what's going on. Now, we also have set stations where you can craft special armor, a special type of craft armor. And I have found one of them, which we went through in the last episode. Um, we found the East Shore Islet Camp, which is a crafting station for a specific set of armor. Munda stones are, there's only two of them here in Oregon. Most places I think have two or three, depending. The Munda stones, they grant a boon that gives you buffs, temporary buffs, and certain boons work better with certain type tunes. But to discover it, it will show up on your map so you know where it is next time you look. Public dungeons, most have one public dungeon, and they're a little harder than your delves. And usually you can take in a larger group. If you're going with maybe 10 people, you can all get into the public dungeon together to work it. They are really not, you can't solo them until you get further along in the game. So it's always good to go with a group. Now delves, the beginning dungeons, as you go along, you can, as you get a little bit of strength, you can get through those by yourself. We might even be able to make it through right now because they kind of scale to whatever the level is, which most places do. They will scale to what your level is. I don't know of any that don't actually. When you're doing a regular dungeon, the dungeon usually will scale to whoever the lowest level is in your group to make it easier to get through. Now, these are dolmens. These are cool, great way to level, and I'll get you to one of those here in Oregon. They have usually three of them on the main areas in the game. Somerset, when they came out, they're a little different. Elsewhere, they're different. Elsewhere, they are dragons that you want to fight, and you have to have a large group. They're very difficult. I don't think you're able to do them alone unless you're something really, really powerful. I'm not sure. I've never tried. Um, but the dolmens, there's it's Molag Bal's anchor, dark anchor that has come down, and they take souls up to Cold Harbor. And that's the story anyway. And you're in there with other people or try to do it yourself. And there's Daedra coming up all over the place that you have to kill anyway. And it works into the Fighters Guild skill line as well as for things that you can get through Fighters Guild. World bosses. World bosses are in everywhere, and there are several of them, and that's why you may hear that there's a group doing a world boss run. Well, like we always do a world boss run with one of our friends on his guild and our guild. We join together and we do all the world bosses in one area. It's great to go with a group because you won't get killed no matter how low your tune is. I won't say you won't get killed. You could get killed, but chances are you'll do better with a large group because there's some higher level people that usually run. Great way to level. Great way to bring up your experience points and get gear, good gear. And you can always go to a dolmen, or not a world boss. A dolmen's good because people are there. I'll show you. You don't have to form a group. So when you're in the very beginning, dolmens are really good. One in particular here. Sky shards. As you can see, there are, how many are there? 15? I think there are 15. Most places, I think it's 15 sky shards. In the sky shards, you collect 3 sky shards that gives you 1 skill point that you can spend in your skills. And so sky shards are really important. And let's see what else we got here. That was that one. And the last thing is our books. And that we don't have our Shalador's library yet, I don't believe. I think we get that with, here's our library, lore library over here. Oh man, okay, I forgot about this. You do get the Shalador's library without the Mage's Guild. There's another library of books, actual lore books that you get with the skill line from the Mage's Guild. So, enough talking. You guys are probably bored to death. But let me take you to the Fighters Guild at this point. There are things within the Fighters and the Mages Guild. The main thing is the skill line. There are skills that can be very helpful, opening up additional skills so that when you are fighting, you will, and creating your armor and putting things on your skill bar, which is down here, gives you much more, many more options when you have is all of the skill lines opened up, because you've got your regular stuff that I showed you, but you've also got Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Undaunted, and Sijic Order. There may be something else, but I can't remember if there's anything else. Scrying, the Antiquity skill line, but that's not a fighting thing. But let's go into the Fighters Guild and see if we can get this started. Now, see the black arrow up there? Oh, Lyris, Titanborn. She will most likely give us this skill line.
Promised? I can't deal with this on my own. You must be the help the Skull King promised. I just hope you're up to the task. This threat, it's bigger than King Yoren imagined.
I don't know if this is what we're looking for.
Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skull King.
Yeah, she's giving us an actual quest. There is... Goodbye. There is maybe outside. Let's go look outside. To join the Mages Guild, or the Fighters Guild. Is there any... No, how long have you been looking for me? Okay, where... Oh, I know why. I know why. We can't do this until she's Daggerfall Covenant. We have to go to Daggerfall to get started on the Mages and the Fighters Guild for this one. So we won't do that just yet. This emblem here, as we showed in the beginning, is a story quest, which is what these are. And that may be the beginning of it right there. What else was I going? Let's go. Well, we're going to travel. We're going to get out of here and go to Daggerfall, actually. These are where you pick up your writs. You have to become a mage. Well, you don't have to be. No, you can do has to do with your equipment crafting. And we have to go see certain people to get our certification so we can do writs. What the writ board is, they're jobs that you can pull off of the writ boards. This is equipment crafting writs, and they are jobs that you do, like a quest and things that you have to make. And you end up getting gold for doing it, as well as surveys, materials, soul gems, that kind of stuff, survey maps. So anyway, that is where we go with that. Now, this is the clothing station. And this will get a little more complicated. I don't want to do this yet. We will go get involved with the Mages Guild. Woodworking is up here. There's the woodworking station. And then you saw the alchemy, enchanting, and everything that was in that building, the cooking fire. Let me read through this one more time and see if we can do this here. Prominent handbill. Okay, on the requisition board, King Emmerich offers greetings, masters of the craft. Await you in Daggerfall. Because I am Daggerfall Covenant, we have to go to Daggerfall to be certified. So free training for all new to their craft, certification and accomplished crafters at no cost to you citizens. And then there's fine print. Certified after a brief training, skilled crafters will be certified immediately. In other words, if you started crafting, you can make the stuff that they want. You already have it in your inventory. you'll be certified immediately. Our case, we haven't done that yet. Uh, well, what do you know? Um, but she is certified because she's been doing it. Although she hasn't pulled, we're going to go. You know what? I am so sorry about this, people. We're going to go to Daggerfall. See how slow her horse is? That's the other thing we have to take care of, is get that horse trained up. See, he's a little faster than me. And if you go to your character, you can see that riding skill is at a very embarrassing 1%. And you really don't notice anything until you've hit 20%. There's a sky shard. We're going to go in and get that. That's what sky shards look like, guys. And if you run across one, go get it. Oh, naked lady on a horse. Let's go over here. I happen to know where this one is. Upstairs on the balcony. Is it on the other one? No, there it is. And that's what a sky shard looks like. After you have the sky shard and you're running around, you'll see the base, but it will not light up like this. So let's take this sky shard. And I did get the ones in Canarthy's Roost, so some of you have seen this already. And then we'll go back downstairs and get out of here. Let me show you right now where the sky shards are. See the one that is clicked off? These are hints as to where to find them. This says a landing of Noble's Blood. Well, what you are is you are on the landing of the Vocal Guard Manor and Treasury. So that's why that particular hint fits. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you a dolmen first. Let's do that while we're here. Daggerfall is a bigger city. I mean, it has the same things that we have here, but they're a little different. And Oridon might be for one of the other, probably Aldmeri Dominion. There are 3 factions or 3
Dragons in your own
whatchamacallit. See, I'm sorry today, I'm just not with it. Call them factions. Alliances. Daggerfall Covenant, Ebonheart Pact, and Aldmeri Dominion. They are the 3. Okay, here's the thing. Your horse. I know I went over this before.
Welcome, friend.
But you have to train your horse to get up to the maximum, which is 60%. And it costs you 250 gold every time you push one of these little plus buttons. I have 1,380, and you can only do this once a day in one of these categories. And we want the speed to get up, so we're going to do that. It went up to 2. I will try and park her in front of a stable tonight when I get off, or when I do get off here, because once you forget to train your horse. It's so hard to remember. Okay, let's see. Glenumbra. Oh, great. We want to go to Daggerfall. Oh, there is a way shrine there. It's covered up. Okay, we can go to Daggerfall because we do have a way shrine there. So we're going to do this. We are going to go to... Nope, that's Vocal Guard. No, we want... I'm sorry. I am so out of this. This is not funny. We want to go to Daggerfall, which is in Glenumbra. So we're going to go to Glenumbra. We're going to click on that way shrine and head over there. And Glenumbra is a place that Oridon and Glenumbra are 2 very good places to get started. Both of them are have everything you need and can get you started. Here's another one of the PvP areas. This is called Battlegrounds. For those of you that like to do PvP, these are 4-man battlegrounds where you can collect stones and that sort of thing. So if you're interested, the main towns have battleground stations.
I'm busy, very busy.
But I'm going to push my shift key to run faster because it's so slow. Okay, we are here to do a few things. First off,
Did you come here for crafting certification?
yes,
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no cost involved. Your alliance covers all my fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins. They're daily requested crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified.
all right, tell me how this works.
I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started.
Okay, I want to know more about
Of
the
course.
crafts.
What do you want to know?
Blacksmithing.
Anything with metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for weapons and heavy armor, so that's what I teach.
Woodworking.
Bows, shields, and magical staves. Staffs? No, it's staves. I always forget how to say that.
I never noticed that she pronounces it both ways. Clothier.
Cloth and leather goods. The crafting writs want pieces of light cloth armor or medium leather armor, so that's what I certify.
Okay, all right, I've
Have you
got it.
spoken with Danel Teleno? He handles certification and training for provisioning, enchanting, and alchemy. He's a bit stuffy, but he knows what he's doing.
No, let's go with her
Fine.
first.
We can get started whenever you're ready.
Complete the
Let me
quest.
know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
Um, let's go with woodworking
A good
certification.
woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach two crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I'll certify you.
Okay.
I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow.
Okay, you'll certify me if I craft a maple bow?
Absolutely. Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you.
Okay.
But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple.
Okay. There, when you haven't done anything yet with crafting, turns out I've done enough over on Canarthy's Roost where I have rough maple already in my inventory craft bag here. So there is, it's alphabetized. It probably shows down here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's rough maple? Ah, I didn't know they put us. They put out. This is new, guys. I totally forgot. I haven't been doing much crafting recently, or I know where the things are that I'm looking for. But we have 8, and you can type in what you're looking for, and then it takes you right to it. There's rough maple, which we do have. But if we don't have it to show to her, there are these white arrows out here. Look on your map. And then again, I guess because I already have it, it's not showing it. But what happens when you do it and you don't have any rough maple, it will show you where outside of town, and it's usually right about here, where you can,
Hear
there will
ye!
be white
The
arrows for
local
you to pick up
defense of
rough
Iliad is
maple
highly discouraged at
so
the
that
present time,
you're not out
and
there
unknown corruption
killing
has
yourself
added to
trying
what
to
was
find it.
usually peaceful
So,
portions of the Vale. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sand. Absolutely. Bows are
okay.
challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you.
I already have some rough maple.
Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long as you have enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. Return to me when you've done that, and we'll talk about crafting a maple bow.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go to the woodworking station. And here in town, look on your map, and this is the Tradesman Square, where a lot of the here and where am I? Where am I going to cross this bridge? Okay, here are in these buildings, and down here are the two places where crafting is done. And we need to do woodworking. So we're going to go into this building right here. At least we don't have to go too far. And what they have in here is the alchemy station over there at the back, the outfit station over here. As you can see, there's people all around the outfit station. And then over here is the woodworking station. Now, when you start out, there is a book that you can pick up and it'll go into your library. Woodworking for Simpletons. So it will explain how it works. It's usually a silly little story. But we're going to make maple bow. And let's see what it's telling us in our quest. Oh, okay. Let me go talk to her again so that I can. Well, no, let's do this. I'm sorry. The first thing you have to do when you have rough maple is to refine it. As long as you have 10 of one item, see, these are red, they can't, that are used, these are items that are used at a woodworking station, but I don't have enough of them to refine it. So what we're going to do is take this and click on it once and it puts it down here to refine it. You click on R to refine and it puts it over here in your creation so that you have sanded maple. Okay, so the rough maple makes sanded maple, and sanded maple is what you need to make a bow. So we're just going to do a very simple bow. It will be just a very basic style. That's what all of this is here. That's where you get into your other sets of armor, the way you want it to look. And then the traits, what kind of trait you want on it. We do not need to do a trait this time because you will be wasting some of your materials if you put it on. But just for this purpose, we need to just create the bow. So all you have to do is click R. You have the bow and the maple. Click R and your style, and you have made a bow. You go into your inventory and look here under your weapons, and there's that maple bow. Now see where it says created by, it will say whoever created that particular item or crafted it. It shows who. So it shows that Susie Newby created this maple bow, and that's the one that you have to take back for the certification. So we're going to do this. I'm sorry, my throat's a little rough. I think I'm going to be getting off pretty soon because I'm having trouble talking. But I wanted to get you through a few of these things. Okay, we're going to talk to her again.
I want to know if you can craft a maple bow.
Okay, we
First, no harvest.
okay.
Absolutely.
We found the rough maple.
Place nearby.
I'll return with the maple. Yes, we did it. Okay. Acquire. Oh shoot, did it bring up the map?
You'd steal from me? Away with you.
I have the bow, but it is not. That has not opened up yet. Okay, well then we need to go find to continue this quest. Up in the upper right hand corner is our woodworking certification quest that we are working on. So because I've already done something with maple, it took us back because there is no rough maple in my bag. So we're going to go find some, and then we can make the bow with that one, I guess. We'll find out. Here we go. Since we're on that quest, this is where we can find the rough maple that she's looking for. So see those 3 white arrows out there? We're going to go this way. Head towards those white arrows. Yeah, that's the way I feel. Yawn. Okay, now we are in this circle, so they're all going to be right here. There's the first one. And this is showing you how to acquire items that you need for crafting, basically. Okay, and the third one is up here. Oh, look, there's a chest. Have we opened a chest? Yes, I think we did on. Oh, this is a master. Okay, these are the hardest type of quests. And the difference between a simple and a master sometimes is the stuff that you get in it and the fact that you have to go faster if it's a master quest. You'll see. I may not make it actually because these are a lot harder, but we'll see. See how fast that bar is going across the bottom? You have to get these all in place before. Ah, I did it. You can open it. And we got 23 gold. Level 9 weapon, which probably we will use. I think that's going to work too. That's a style material for crafting and an empty soul gem. I'm going to take all of it and let's put it into our inventory. Okay, now let's go back to her and we will get on with the crafting certification. Then I'm going to do Fighter or Mages Guild. That's only going to take a second to show you how to get the skill line there. I just wanted to show you the basics of a crafting. Okay, where is she? There should be a white arrow somewhere. Oh, she moved. She's over here.
You do well to keep quiet.
She must be inside. Yep, there she is. Okay.
Miss Madams!
Hi.
Hello, I'm only on for a minute, but I wanted to ask you something prior to hopping in the shower and then making dinner.
Okay.
Can
Hold on just a quick second because I am streaming.
Oh my
So
gosh, stream
I
me.
don't
I can just send you a message.
do that. Do
Okay,
that. Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thanks, last.
Bye
I
bye.
didn't realize. Bye bye. I didn't realize I was still in Discord. And boom, there's last. Lots of good friends in this game, let me tell you. Okay, let's find out from her. In fact, I'm going to get out of Discord so that doesn't happen again. Okay, because I could have who knows how many people popping in on me. Okay, I have the maple.
You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside.
Okay,
It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the stings.
okay, I have the sanded maple.
Craft a maple
You
bow
saw what
at
we
the
did.
woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style material. Scavenge them yourself or buy a style material from a carpenter.
And the carpenter's the guy that's standing next to me. I'll show you that in a second. What is a style material?
Each race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it.
Okay.
The Breton style material is molybdenum.
Molybdenum. Okay. How do I learn other racial
Learn how to
styles?
craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels.
Yeah, there's lots of drops that you'll watch for. Every once in a while, a style motif will pop up as well. You can also usually find them in a guild bank if you're a member of a guild, and that's something else we'll be doing fairly soon. Okay, goodbye. Oh, talk to her again. I know I have a bow already, so
Craft a maple bow. Bring some sanded
I have the
A
bow.
good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get you farther.
Ready for the next step?
Excellent. Now we can talk about deconstruction. You grow as a woodworker when you disassemble your own creations, even more so with someone else's work. Head to a woodworking station and deconstruct your bow, or any other crafted wood. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by disassembling
Right.
someone else's material than your own. It's a fancy way to say take something apart. The term originally came from Altmer poetry critiques.
Ah,
High elves consider their physical crafts to be forms of poetry, so it's stuck. You can't know what a sword is, only what it's not, and so forth.
goodbye. Okay. Well, woodworking station. And we are going to deconstruct. And it talks about deconstructing. And when you take apart something, like we're going to put this, click on the bow, put it down here to reconstruct, and then watch what pops up here in the screen. Those are the materials you're getting out of taking it apart. A sanded maple and one style, because we used sanded maple to make the bow and that style material, and that's what we came back and it put it back into our inventory. And look at that, rank 1.
I've seen everything I need to see. You're a fine woodworker with a steady hand.
Okay, I'm ready to be certified as a woodworker.
Certainly. You're more than qualified to fulfill woodworking crafting writs. I'll certify you immediately.
Okay, we got 61 gold for completing the quest. We got 1 item of pitch, which is a woodworking item that will improve. That's another whole step to this. And inspiration. So we're going to
Let me
complete
know
the
if you have
quest.
some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
Okay, we're just going to do that for now. And then we're going to go over to the Mages Guild. Oh, look at that. Okay, let me show you where our woodworking is. Hit K for our skill line, or it's up here as well. Inventory, I don't, skills. This symbol, if you click on that, brings up the same menu. And woodworking, we're at level 2. And we can't use any sky shards yet. We don't have any sky shards in here yet to bring these items up your woodworking. If see, we have 1 out of 10 levels in woodworking, the basic woodworking. That's the different woods. And then keen eye is what will help you tremendously see things out in the world when you're farming for wood and metal and plants and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so that's woodworking. Let's go in here and see if somebody's here that will help us join the guild.
Oh, no, no.
Is she the one?
Spellcaster.
Nope,
I've
that's
got
just a
duty.
store. That's that guy. I want to talk to her.
Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with?
More about the guild.
Oh, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join.
Let's talk about the Villages Guild.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
What do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
Ooh. I'm ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent.
Okay.
Allow me to welcome you as a student of the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back of the hall and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Okay, we acquired the skill line, which I'll show you, and 30 gold for talking to her. So now we have a new guild, Mages Guild. And this is the new skill line and passives for the Mages Guild. And she is a sorcerer, a sork. So this is going to be pretty important to her. I probably will have her do a lot of stamina as well as magicka. That's just the way I love stamina. Let's go over here to the. Oh, there's the girl for crafting certification. Let's go into the Fighters Guild. And not Lyris. There's somebody else. Here we go. I think
It's
this
been
is
so
the
long
guy.
since I was in the field. Welcome to the Fighters Guild. You look like the capable sort. We come to answer the Guildmaster's challenge.
Challenge?
The Worthy Crusade of the Fighters Guild. Surely you've heard of it. We have a new Guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment?
Sounds good.
Ha! I can tell we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
What's the crusade you mentioned?
Our new guildmaster is an Argonian named Sees-All Colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors.
Those are the
You might have seen
dolmens.
them already. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside.
What do I get in return?
Excellent question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the council will come looking for more hands.
I'm ready to join the Fighters Guild.
Then let me welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, too. Sees-All Colors herself is here, upstairs. She often has tasks for new recruits. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Complete the quest. Okay. So we have added to the guild, the Fighters Guild. Now, there are two things that these, in the very beginning when you start, because this is stuff that will come up in quests that you do. We're going to do a little bit of Fighters Guild. We're going to do a little bit of Mages Guild. We're going to get those skill lines built up. But one of the first things that you may run across is intimidating presence and persuasion will. These are two very helpful passives where you get into a quest and you have to intimidate somebody or persuade them. You have to have this be a passive. So that's one of the first things you want to do when you start ESO. And then you will continue to build by taking quests from these two guilds to get your experience up and open up the skill line in this area. Oh, he's got. No, we don't want to steal. Not right now, anyway. Okay, so we've done that much. I am going to park her over here. Nope, we're going to park at the stable. I forgot to do that last time. We're going to park ourselves at the stable so that we can remember to raise our skill on our horse every day. We've got the basics down. We've started. I'm going to show you the woodworking, crafting, and how you do your writs. Next time, we'll take a Mages Guild quest. We will take a Fighters Guild quest, and we'll take a look at dolmens. I guess I talk too much sometimes, and it just took me a little longer this time to get to this point. Hopefully I can speed it up, but I don't want to be too quick. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. Lower left-hand corner over here. This is your guild chat window. And this color here, this stuff that's coming up, are people just talking in zone chat. There's a lot of stuff going on with all the players that play. Like this person, they're trying to sell this particular item, and you can trade and sell directly to other players by contacting them this way, because you can look at this guy, Rudy here. You can whisper to him. Just right click on their name and whisper to them and say, look, I'm interested in this ruby blossom extract. How much do you want for it? A lot of people in the game are aware of how much things, the average price is for them. And somebody's selling out here. Hopefully, you're taking a chance because you're not going through a guild trader or a merchant or something. But you'll do a trade and you'll put gold in. He'll put in his item he's selling you, and boom, you've traded. It's pretty safe working with most of these people, as long as you're not trying to trade for something super expensive. You gotta be a little careful. Anyway, it's just like being in the real world. The other thing I wanted to point out to you on here, this is your guild chat window. It tells you if you have an unread message or in game mail. It's like email, it's kind of limited, but you can send things to people, send messages to them, and all that sort of thing. Friends online, we don't have any friends yet. I'll show you where the friends list is. We'll have to see how that goes. And then notifications. If you're in a guild, you may get notifications from your guild that something's going on. Or if somebody sends you a friend request, it pops up in notifications. Or if they send you a group request, that sort of thing comes through notifications. But we have mail at this moment, so we're going to take a look at it. Actually, I know what it is because I sent it to myself to show you how the mail works. Here is mail, and you can get to it by clicking on this particular icon or hit the apostrophe key. It will bring it up. So we're going to click on that. There's two sections to the mail. This is when you're sending to somebody, and this is when you are receiving mail. It lists down here. This is the subject line. This came from me because I wanted to show you how mail works. And I've got two different accounts going, so I was testing it out too to see if I could send things back and forth. And I may have showed this in one of the very beginning ones, but I wanted to do it again. And what I have received are empty soul gems, and those will come in handy when we start doing our questing and everything. So I'm going to take the attachment by clicking the E at the bottom of the screen. And now those empty soul gems are in my inventory. They've disappeared from down here, and we do not need to have this message any longer. We're going to delete it. Now, if you did not want that, I forgot to point out, you can return an item to someone if they send it to you. Let's just show you how this mail works. I'm going to locate Madam's 7-Eleven. That's my other character that sent the empty soul gems. Thank you. Thank you for the, can't even spell, you for your help. And, but I don't, let's do it this way. But, we'll just keep them. What the heck? Because I've got 43 soul gems now in here. And we'll go Susie. Kind of silly, but I wanted to show you how to send mail. You can attach up to, by double clicking here, you can attach things to the mail. Remove them, just remove from mail. But you can see when you send something, it's going to cost you gold. It doesn't, not for each item, but for 6 items, it will, from 1 to 6 items, it will cost you 10 gold to send it. So we'll take that out and send. And so my other tune has a message from her thanking me. Okay, we're going to find friends. Here's the icon or the letter O to get to the friends menu. I have no friends. Nobody has requested a friend. I'll have to do that through the whatchamacallit thing, the mail. I'll send a friendship from Madam so that you can see how this works next time we get on. Ignore. Ignored. There are times that you can ignore a player if they're causing you problems, or you just, without letting them know that you booted them from your friends list, you just put them on ignore, and then it'll keep them from contacting you or finding you. But that's only if, you have some real issues. You can also get people banned by complaining, but that's very, very rare. Okay, so we're going to log out here. We are now in Daggerfall, in Glenumbra. Up here in the upper left-hand corner, it shows Glenumbra. And we've put a few new things on our map. I think joining the Fighters Guild put this world boss out here, and probably this delve. Or maybe that I ran out this way and they showed up. There's a Munda Stone, there's another delve. And out here, right here is another dolmen that we're going to go to. In fact, I'll put a marker on there. Let me explain markers. If you're out running around and you want to be able to get somewhere without having to look at the map constantly, you can click with your left mouse button here, hit the letter F, and it puts a marker of where you're trying to go to. And if you see, there it is. That's the direction that I want to go if we go to the dolmen next time. So anyway, that's it for now. All of this stuff, my videos go up on YouTube at Madams. That's with an apostrophe S space mix. If you want to look at them again, I hope this isn't too slow, but at least you might be able to find a few things that help when you're starting this game. It's so voluminous, it's huge. There's just so much you can do, and this is just a very little drop in a huge bucket. So, anyway, I'm going to say toodles and see you next time, maybe later this weekend, because I'm trying to speed these up and get them out a little bit more. So, toodles, see you later.